Yeah. So what did you guys talk about last week that I need to know about? Because I was off in New York doing my media run thing.
I saw that. I saw one thing.
What did you see? Sway.
Because for some reason, I did like this photo shoot with Pink Dolphin, and after they posted me, Sway followed me.
Whoa.
Very random. But
Sway.
he also follows like 3,000 people. So I'm one of
Twitter
the 3,000 lucky people on
Well,
Instagram.
Sway is old enough that he's probably like met 3,000 people that he wants to follow. Sure. He's been in the game. I guess
I'm pretty cool.
I'm
I was like one of
almost his age.
3,000 special people.
Honestly, that's pretty sick.
But yeah, that's how I saw it because he posted on his timeline like Adam22.
Really?
I was like, oh wait, I know
Shout
that guy.
out to Sway. Wicked nice guy. Such a nice dude.
Wicked nice.
One of these days, I'm going to say wicked on this podcast, and you guys aren't going to make a big deal about it. But until then, it's fuck you.
I only know 3 people to ever say that ever.
Well, you need to go to New Hampshire. You need to spend more time in New Hampshire where everyone says
it.
Why
would we do that?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Wicked is a normal word.
I would have a hard time listing off any sort of reason that y'all should go to New Hampshire.
Yeah, F word jabroni.
Do we say that? Jabroni? I say
wicked jabronis.
Wicked jabronis.
I do say jabroni like pretty frequently.
Is that another New Hampshire word?
I don't think it's a New Hampshire thing. It's just a white trash thing.
Yeah.
I'm here to learn you. Yo, I just want to say, aren't you supposed to give your phone to Yuri? Or is he just doing mine first?
Yeah. I mean, we can only do one at a time.
You have the most followers, so you really are the only important
Make sure to do it on No Jumper too.
I don't agree because I think that you guys might have less followers, but they're probably more engaged. Like, yeah, I have 1.5, but...
How much of them want to see what we're doing right now at this very moment?
I don't know. There's probably thousands of people watching us right now. We shouldn't insult them.
Shout out to all the thousands of people watching.
I'm going to try to remember that it's 6:30
last
right
week,
now.
What did we talk about? We talked about...
the main 2 things were Rolling Loud New York and who didn't get to play or come.
Yeah,
and
then
crazy. Bad Baby and Lil Got It.
Right. Let me talk to you. I have nothing to offer about the Bad Baby and Lil Got It thing except for the fact that he's 20 and she's 16. And how is this in any way? How does he think that this is a good look for his career?
I have no idea.
I mean, I know it's not the biggest age gap, but it's a pretty big age gap.
It's just... He should have.
So is it? Well, one thing we were talking about with you, Gone, is it legal? Like the age in Atlanta, Georgia?
Oh, wow.
It is. The age is I looked it up.
It is 16.
Well, listen, if they are banging, they're banging all over the earth. Let's be honest. It's not confined to legal states. Yeah, this is a weird thing. And I don't
they're broken up in LA, but they're together in
Right, yeah.
Georgia.
They go. That makes sense. Okay. No, but I think that the weird thing about it is that it shouldn't matter the legality of the situation, right? It's just kind of weird. Like, why? I mean, I get it that she's famous and shit, so he wants to flex it, but
I feel like when I was 20, I was trying to fuck bitches that were like 30.
When I was 20, I already knew that you weren't supposed to fuck girls who were 16, no matter how much God it apparently doesn't care. Yeah, but I mean, that is the thing, huh? He's blinded by the clout.
You know what's kind of fucked up?
What?
Someone in this room that's not on this table had inside information about it prior to them posting on Instagram for months.
Oh,
who?
No, to be totally honest, I knew about it for a long time too, because I had a person who kept fucking trying to like tell me like, let's post this, and I'm like, honestly, that's their thing. Like, if they want to expose it, it is what it is. They can expose it. I'm not trying to fucking air them out.
What's the word? What's that?
You're not the shade room.
Listen, I just don't want to be like the first one to say like, oh, look who's having sex with who. But then once it is in the blogs, then it's kind of fair game.
Yeah, once they put the information out themselves.
Right, when she puts it out to her 12 million followers or whatever the fuck she's got.
You go ahead and run rampant with it after that. Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, Gotta is just kind of lucky that he's not famous enough that it's automatically a really big deal. But to be honest, she's kind of like fell out of that position where everybody was just constantly talking about her. Let's be real.
Yeah.
She was
how famous
nonstop
would he have
for
to be
a while.
for that to be a big deal though?
Well, I remember the Tyga thing, but I think
but Tyga was like that was a different situation because Tyga was like fucking, I don't know, older than that. He was over 21 and he met her at like her 15th, 16th birthday party or something like that.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Anyway, Got it. Maybe I don't want to stop love. If they're in love, good for you.
I thought for a second, I was like, okay, is this like a Lil Xan Noah thing? But then I'm like, okay, wait, but that was legal.
Why would they set them up?
You think Alamo's got that bag to be like, yo, Bad Baby, date this guy, pretend to date this adult? I don't think Alamo's got that bag. If I had to guess, I would say that Bad Baby's management team is not 100% excited about the fact that they're dating, although that's just an assumption.
The only thing I was like, what the fuck about was...
Please don't tap the table. When are we going to get some foam on this fucking table? This is such an issue. That sounded terrible, huh?
Heavy karate hands.
Sorry, I'm just going to stop tweaking out. But anyway, can we get some fucking foam on this table?
A phone. I thought you said the phone. I was like, yeah, what are you doing over there? Who's he texting?
Phone's here. Y'all both have your fucking phones. Probably one of them is going to ring soon, and then all of a sudden the phone.
Mine is on silent.
Okay.
Right.
What if I get an important text or important, the scoop?
But you know what? Look at nothing happens.
What do you
I don't
put
have
this down and all of a sudden
it's a thing.
So
that's why we don't know what.
Oh, I can hear it. Well, the people at home can hear it too.
Let's see. All right, do it again.
Let's talk about New York. Okay, can I just run through this insane period of my life that I had? As long as I'm just sitting here agitated as fuck. Friday, we go to the Pornhub Awards. It was kind of weird because, yes, we got sat next to fucking Belle Delphine. Who do you know who that is?
Huge tits, I think.
Huge tits, I don't think so.
The anime girl that sells her bathwater and shit.
Oh, yes, she sells bathwater. So you were probably one of the dudes who bought it.
I definitely did.
That's tight. So we get sat next to her, which is kind of interesting. With her, no. I took a picture with her and Lena, but there was like another random girl in the middle, and I was kind of like, maybe we should cut her out and just merge you two together because that will probably bring in more likes. You know, the waifus.
What is
waifus?
Waifus.
That's what it is.
What is I mean, Kim is Asian, so she probably knows
wife,
what
it means. Wife.
Oh,
let's turn to our Asian consultant, Cam Girl. So we got sat next to her. You know what's the really weird part about it for Belle Delphine is that last year Lena won Pornhub Celebrity of the Year, which is basically a person who is searched a lot on Pornhub that year, but has not actually done real porn, I believe, is the qualification. So Belle Delphine was up for it this year because for some reason, apparently people thought that she did porn. So everybody's searching her name. She won, but it was like, last year, like Lena got to go on stage. It was a whole thing. Belle Delphine won, and they didn't even put it on the screen. It was like she didn't go up on stage or anything. It's like that is like the most famous person in here, realistically, who's going to be on stage all night. And Pornhub, for some reason, didn't even have her go up on stage. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that. So that was weird. But
like the Grammys not airing like
best. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because use this moment, Pornhub. Like this is a big deal because she's actually famous. Granted, in a weird ass online way, but she's actually famous, more famous than a lot of the people here, and she's porn star. She's not a porn star, but give her clout. That was kind of strange for me. I was really surprised by that. And also, I assumed that she came to the show to the awards mostly because she was nominated.
And she would. Do they pre-tell you were about to win?
I don't think so. They didn't tell Lena last year, although we definitely had a hunch.
She didn't even get announced.
She got announced like really quick on the screen that she just wasn't even there. But then also it pissed me off because it didn't piss me off, but I realized that like we got treated like we were so fucking famous and important that we basically like missed like the cool socializing aspect of being there.
Why? Because you were off in some VIP section?
We pull up, they just like grab us outside, rush us into the red carpet, rush us to our seats, then they just like rush us out of the end. And then afterwards I'm realizing like there's mad people there that I would have been excited to like mingle with and shit. But I didn't even like realize any of these people were there because they're just fucking sort of zipping us in and out because they're acting like we're so important that we can't just be hanging out with everybody, which to me is really annoying. I hate that people assume that.
And when is the mingle section?
There's just the whole area where you can get drinks and chill and everything. I mean, for me though, what?
Closer to
closer to your mouth. Do a Riley Reid.
No, thank you.
No, don't.
I can't really hear you. That's why.
Oh,
thanks for letting me know.
You can't hear?
I'm listening with the headphones, motherfucker.
Word.
He's looking out for me.
Okay, so then I leave the Pornhub Awards. I fucking go home. I sleep for like 1.5 hours, and then I get in the Uber. I go to the airport. I fucking take off. I go to New York. I wake up. I can't go to, and also I didn't even have a backpack. I felt like they were gonna think it was one of the ISIS guys or something like that. I can't. I don't want to say the T word, but I thought that so I show up with no bag. I'm thinking like, damn, they're gonna fucking think I'm like a killer or something because
why would you look like a killer just because you didn't have a bag? I don't think anyone's
paying that close attention to whether you have a bag or not.
You're right, but I didn't have a bag anyway. So it show up, and the reason why I don't have a bag is because I had to give all of my stuff to our filmer Tony so he could take it there because I didn't even get to sleep. I land in illegal. New York City at like 2 or 3. You're right. Yeah, no, it's illegal if you don't. It might be actually
probably illegal that you're saying it in front of the millions of people that are watching right now.
You're right.
Because we have a cool podcast.
I should be put on some sort of watch list. Coolest podcast in the world, actually.
Very cool.
Right.
It's illegal to take someone else's bag on an airplane.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really look into this, but you're right in the sense that Tony.
There's signs everywhere on the airport.
I could have been giving him drugs or weapons or something, and this whole thing could have just been a big way to just get him in trouble.
It's like the time you just forget that your gun is in
the gun's in the backpack.
I like Joel Santana's in jail for 2 years for that.
Strapped a Fool from Travis Porter went to jail for that too.
Strapped up fool.
Strapped a Fool.
There was another person too. Another person who's like a legendary rap person, but I forget who it was. He got caught doing I think was it T-Pain? Or somebody else.
Really?
Somebody else got caught for the exact same thing.
I think T-Pain did that too. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, T-Pain's glizzy gang for sure.
He's glizzied up.
He probably got AK around his fucking neck when he was just walking around the house. Anyway, so I get no sleep. Or I actually slept all right. I slept for 5 hours on the flight, and then I get right in the Uber.
That's not comfortable sleep though.
You know, it is what it is. It's like I had to deal with it though. So I'm drinking coffee. I'm all hyped up. We get there. I go to Rolling Loud. We had the coolest security guard. This guy Key. And it's just me, Jason, Tony, and this guy Key, because like it's a Key.
They signed you one security guard.
I got my own security guard. Rolling Loud doesn't give a shit if I get beat up. I had to get my own fucking security guard. No, I did see Fat Man Key there though while I was eating a burger and watching Machine Gun Kelly, your friend.
My great friend. Did you introduce the Key to the other Key? Like, hey, meet Key.
No, I didn't even think about that. I don't think I had figured out the security guard's name at that point, to be totally honest. But our security guard was cool as shit. Just a huge, because security guards is always, and I never get like we have the ones at the store. Mm-hmm. There's been so few times. There might have been like one or two other times where I had to actually like hit somebody up and be like, "Yo, I need you to security for me." It's such a weird feeling for me because I just hate acting and feeling like a bitch, even though I probably am. So Key comes through, and it's like he's cool because Security Key comes through, and he's cool because like some security are just dry as fuck and they're just there to like protect you, but they have no good personality. This guy was funny as fuck. He was telling us so much hilarious New York shit. He was just cool as fuck. He's rolling fucking joints all day.
Hell yeah.
He was tight.
Did he have a gun?
He didn't have a gun. This is New York City. You know, a security guard can't have a gun unless they're fucking ex-police. Yes, we all learned that from the 6ix9ine case because they said it on the wiretap. Collective intelligence going up. But yeah, that was cool. The first day, it took us a while to figure out that like backstage, that there was an artist area backstage that we wanted to be chilling at. We were like sticking to the stage itself, and it was kind of limiting.
There's levels to the shit, man. You should know that.
But it's always a challenge because it's like we're with Ski Mask and we went to the stage, but then we got relegated to the fucking area like up top where we can watch and shit, and it's like it's complicated because some of the security guards know who I am and shit, so they're just like, okay, yeah, you're good. And then some of them, they get used to seeing you over and over and over the whole time, and they slowly start to like allow you to actually like have access and stuff. But I went on stage for the end of Tekka's set for some reason.
How long is Lil Tekka's set?
I wasn't there for the whole thing, but I'm thinking that he probably gets like 20-30 minutes just like everybody else.
How many I know, like
he has like songs and albums, or projects at least.
But the thing with the festival shit that I realized is that like everybody finds a way to string out their half hour. Like they're gonna do like their one popular song twice, maybe. I don't know if he did that, but they're gonna do what other songs they're gonna do a little extra. I don't know that he did this, but like everybody does a little X tribute. We're gonna show Nipsey. We're gonna it's like everybody finds a way to stretch their fucking set out.
Did you see
stretch the work?
Or you could have your DJ go up, have them do 5-10 minutes. And then even get to your stage late, so that shaves off another 10 minutes. And you can also leave early.
Ski Mask barely got to perform because the barricade was breaking while he was performing.
Jeez,
because he was going fucking crazy?
Yeah. Damn. Well, I guess people were going hard enough. I don't know. There was so many cops there, and they were just chilling. Rihanna was there. I didn't see her, but I saw KD.
Shut up.
I didn't ask him for a photo.
You saw who?
Kevin Durant.
That's mean.
Did you see any fights up close and personal?
No, I did not see any fights. The closest thing I saw to a fight, and this wasn't documented on anywhere online that I saw at all.
Exclusive.
But so we're lingering around by Thug's bus, and I actually was doing like an on-camera interview with Duke. Of 60s, and he was actually wearing this like Dior like sweater that made him look like fucking Iron Man. You all can do that fucking Photoshop when it comes out or whatever. And I told him straight up, I'm like, you look like a superhero. But Thug's sister Doro was there, so that was cool. And I actually asked her on camera if she liked my interview with Thug, and she said yes, but that I should have asked him who his favorite sister was. So I thought that was kind of adorbs.
Damn, she said that?
Might have been favorite sibling, but something along those lines. But then,
because he has like 10.
Right, but then we're all maneuvering away from it, trying to like kind of trail Thug, seeing if we can maybe like join his crew to get to the stage or whatever. And at that point, we just see a big old like little fight start happening. But then people start running like crazy. Like there's that one like it can't be anything else except either a gun or somebody saying that someone has a gun.
Yeah.
When you see people running like that,
running away.
Right? But I've seen it happen enough times that I'm like, there ain't no gun. Like this, it's almost never a gun. It's just people are mad pussy, and the idea that there could be a gun there just makes them freak the fuck out. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know what happened. I'm almost 100% sure there was no gun, but it was probably there was one dude just yelling like BX, BX.
Okay.
You know, he's just like flex. I don't know what my assumption is that this might have been somebody who like just felt that they were like owed a handshake or some sort of introduction to Thug. And it seemed like they felt like
it was almost directly involving Young Thug in a way.
I mean, he was standing there, but it was kind of hard for me to see exactly what was going on too, but it didn't turn into anything. We got Action Bronson, a bunch of on-camera stuff with him. That was great. We ate his ice cream. I had olive oil in it.
What?
How was that?
Fantastic. It was really incredible. And actually, you want to hear a good story?
Sure.
You know, a good story from my clout chasing perspective. We go to fucking, we're about to leave, and then as we're walking out, we just see like 5 fucking giant bodyguards all walking, and then I see a little shimmery character in the middle, and I realize it's fucking Lil Uzi. So I'm just like trying to like stick my face in front of his and everything, and I'm just finally like, hey, Uzi, what's up? And he goes, oh, hey, man, what's up? He's like super happy to see me. I'm like, can we go up on stage with you? He's like, oh, yeah, sure, let's go. So we fucking pop in the van, like not the van that Uzi was in, but like the van behind it. And we fucking go up to the stage with Uzi. I'm totally like, oh, this is tight. We're going on stage. We'll be able to get all this footage, and then we'll be able to fucking try to get the interview off afterwards. And the security like just hated on us for some reason, just randomly. This time they hated on us. We did not get on stage with Uzi.
Because it's Uzi, that's
why. Then we saw Ski Mask, and Ski Mask was going up, and we saw Tarek from Rolling Loud, and he got us up there with him. But then I did not get the Uzi interview that I was trying to get.
Where did Uzi go? Where did Uzi go after the fucking...
Probably fucking ran away.
He just ran away?
Home.
Ran around. Remember at Rolling Loud? Like, remember how lit that was when he ran around the thing?
Day and night.
That was day and night.
Yeah. Were you guys there?
Speaking of, we're gonna be a day in Vegas.
We are gonna be a day in Vegas.
Should we get into that?
Sure.
Or should we finish? Are you done with New York?
Are you done with your fucking long ass Rolling Loud?
I don't know what else I would talk about with New York unless there was something actually interesting.
Did you see 50 Cent?
I didn't, but I was like getting in the Uber and I heard him go on stage.
Jason said he saw it.
Jason saw him and was hyped. Jason rubbed oil on his muscles.
Quick question. So for me watching it on the live stream at home, it looked like nobody gave a fuck that 50 Cent came out.
Oh no, that shit went crazy. Izzy Queens.
Okay.
It was going nuts.
But
the crowd knew every word.
The problem, he said everybody heard it. I think they heard him. But the problem with that though is that like when you go to Rolling Loud, it really genuinely feels like these kids have never heard a song that came out before like 2013.
Yeah, I know. That's the crazy. That's what
they probably weren't born before 2000.
When you look out into that crowd is so fucking white. You're in New York City. It don't matter. Like, and it's not when you're walking around, it feels like you're seeing quite a few black people, but when you're like looking out into the crowd, it seems so light skinned.
And think about it. Okay, so if it's in New York, it's like you got all these niggas from Pittsburgh, from Boston,
Connecticut, everywhere.
Everywhere around, they're all coming to New York for this thing.
I bet if you were to do a head count in the projects, like around the corner from Rolling Loud, that it would probably be pretty much the same the day of Rolling Loud and like the week before.
Yeah,
I don't think that it's like.
Did you hear about any goon activities happening? Anybody getting robbed? Anybody fucking getting slapped up?
Nah, because we were talking about that, right? That was like, is this Rolling Loud going to be more like the Miami one where everybody was getting shot and crazy shit happening, or was it going to be more like Bay Area where the most controversial thing that happened was that Britney called Megan Thee Stallion a bitch a bunch of times? But it was not. I mean, they kicked a bunch of people off the bill. That was probably the most controversial thing. There really wasn't. Crazy. It was kind of a crazy vibe because it felt like the cops were just so on alert for if anything were to happen.
In New York?
Oh, wow. That is one crazy thing is that not only was everybody smoking so much at Rolling Loud, but you can just smoke weed in New York and nobody gives a fuck. We were standing around because we stayed at a random ass Airbnb in Williamsburg, but there was like tons of people around and we're standing around smoking, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we're walking to the deli, just bunch of cops walk right by me. I'm holding a blunt. They can clearly smell this. This shit smells like fucking poison. It's No Jumper Kush available in stores.
Available in stores now, bitches.
Bro.
Get your poison.
I just got to say, though, Saturday, San Diego. If you know anyone in San Diego, our meet and greet is going down San Diego.
Let's go, Kim.
Noon. If you guys want to come, that would be tight. But, I mean, we're getting up at fucking we're leaving her at like 8 in the morning to go there.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. You probably won't have gone to bed yet at that point. 7:30.
7:30, motherfucker.
And every time I say that I'm gonna sleep in the fucking car when we gotta leave super early, and it never happens. Instead, we just smoke a ton of weed.
Wait, so the fucking meet and greet is at 8 a.m.? What the fuck?
No, but San Diego is far as hell. We gotta fucking drive for so long.
2 hours. 2 hours, maybe.
2.5, 3.
I mean, I guess they want us there. If we show up right at noon, maybe
Are
it'll
you doing
be.
sound check?
It starts.
I don't know.
It's from noon to when.
This is my first time doing this weed meet and greet thing. This is like a new
is it
thing
at
for us.
Dispensary?
Yeah. It's called March and Ash. The flyer's like on my Twitter and my Instagram story. No jumper. It's all over there. Everything.
I'm pulling up. I might pull up with y'all.
You're not pulling up. I know you're not gonna fucking meet us here at 8 in the morning.
Well, you said leaving at 7:30. I'm really
7:30. I'm trying to be realistic. I'm saying we'll probably leave at 8.
Yeah, I mean, if he stays up all night and parties and come here,
not party, but if I just stayed up all night,
I will go home and get a full night's sleep. I will get at least 6 hours of sleep,
and then wake up and eat an EDM breakfast.
I haven't done that in so long.
That was the funniest shit.
No, Lena's going to Exotica this weekend, so
What is that?
It's a porn convention thing where you just stand around and you fucking
sign autographs and stuff.
Yeah, I guess like everything is paid. So if you're in New Jersey, go show Lena some love because she's going to be out there. It's like they sign pictures and
you need to get Lena a security guard when she goes to do shit like that.
I know, it's so weird because I tell her, I'm like, I want like a dude, like a big dude staying with you who goes everywhere with you, but she's so low key and she's so humble. I just I worry a little bit, but.
Where's she going? New Jersey?
Yeah.
She'll be all right.
The setup's always different because, it's like in Jersey, or it's like, I don't know what it's going to be like. For me, presumably because there are so many porn stars all in one place, there's going to be pretty good security, protection, whatever. She's not
going alone, right?
She's just going to be with a bunch of her friends out there,
Yeah.
Anyway, don't say it, but the thing that's coming out that I did the thing for fairly recently?
The thing that you had to lose like 500 pounds for?
Well, that I tried to, yeah. That comes out on the 1st of the month.
Woo!
And we can't leak what it is, but wow, that is going to be a shit show of a day.
I'm just going to go ahead and say what it is, guys. So,
wait, so do we have to see your dick?
No, I'm fully clothed.
Really?
Just asking.
Yeah, you know what this is. No.
So then what's the big deal then?
When you say, "Are you going to see my dick?" You're starting to sort of give it away.
Oh, yeah.
There's only so many contexts in which you see a man's dick. And also, I'm offended, and I think I'm going to have to talk to HR because you just talked about my dick.
Wait,